When I got to Washington, I decided that rather than continue to be a psychiatric social worker in the narrow sense of working one-to-one with people, that I would like to work in something that was more dynamic at that moment. And of course, the war being on, I wanted to see if there was something that was still human relations, but on a broader base and with more political ramifications. Community analysis was a very broad term used to say that you analyzed all the interactions of people there, taking into account cultural problems or cultural issues, I should say, how people were getting along in the community, what was irksome, what was really should be done and wasn't being done. I mean, it was really interested in how people relate to each other to make a good community. The answers to the questionnaires about who was loyal and who was disloyal had nothing to do with that, but everything had to do with their loyalty to their families, and not to I didn't feel it had much to do with loyalty to the country. Uh, One of the young men, about 20, 18 or 20, when I came to see him, he would not let me in the house. I mean, in his little cubbyhole there. And he just said that he had made up his mind and that this is it, and refused to say very much. When I asked him, couldn't I come in and sit down and talk to him, again, he was very reluctant, but I became a little bit insistent. And when I got into the house, I had the answer right before me. His mother was in bed, and she was tied up. And and of course, here's where my being a psychiatric social worker comes in. I could see that this was a very serious problem, this mother, that she really didn't know what was up and what was down, that she was really mentally ill. And he admitted at that point then that he could not leave his mother and let her go to Japan without him, that he felt responsible for her, so he signed up being disloyal. My assessment of the loyalty questionnaire, as I look back all these years, is it was the most foolish thing that they could have done. That you make a difficult problem very simple by just saying, are you or aren't you? And that there is no simple answer for a complex problem.